Get ready for your daily dose of marketing strategies and tactics from entrepreneurs with the guile and experience to help you find success in any marketing capacity. You're listening to Marketing School with your instructors, Neil Patel and Eric Su.
Welcome to another episode of Marketing School. I'm Eric Su.
And I'm Neil Patel.
And today we're going to talk about 6 ways to exponentially increase your traffic. So I'll start with number 1. Number 1 is repurposing or even updating your content. This has done wonders for me. Just to give you an example, I took one post that we had that was getting about 300 visits a month or so. We updated it. Now that is a post that gets about 5,000 visits a month and ranks for very competitive keywords, so that are really relevant to our business. So just being able to do something like that where you have a process where every quarter or every month or so you say, hey, these posts look like they have a lot of potential, they've been hitting our goals, whatever your goals are, and then just constantly updating them because you already have the foundation there. Why not build on it?
Yeah, the second tool I have for you guys is if you're really looking to exponentially grow your traffic, you already have social channels, okay? So you have, let's say, a LinkedIn account. You can take your existing content from your website, add the first few paragraphs on LinkedIn, and click to continue reading and have that link go back to your website. LinkedIn works extremely well for this because they're not that popular of a social network. Yes, they get hundreds of millions of visitors a month, but LinkedIn isn't popular compared to Facebook, compared to maybe Twitter or YouTube or Instagram. Because they're fighting for attention, they're more likely to push your content and your information out to more people. While Facebook, on the other hand, when you submit your content to it, it gets squeezed. Their algorithms are like, all right, unless you boost this post, we're not going to get you a lot of traffic. So with LinkedIn, just take your content, first few paragraphs, click to continue, and you'll notice that you can get a lot more traffic to your website. I get around 1,000 visitors a day just by using this.
Number 3 is a paid Twitter ad. But wait, Twitter, isn't it dying? Well, Twitter still has an advertising platform. It's still out there. It's not dead yet, right? And for those of you out there, especially those of you trying to reach a marketing audience, I read Twitter every day. That's where I get my news from. I don't read CNN and all these other news channels. Twitter is where I get my news from because I can curate, what I read, basically reading from smart people, right? I don't need to read all the BS that's out there. So Twitter ads are good. Here's why I say it's good. Because a couple weeks ago, I decided to just run a small test on Twitter. And, I used a bit.ly link, just a URL shortener, also to track kind of, as a kind of secondary source of just as a reference point. But basically what I was doing was I was running Twitter ads to a content piece that we had. And I was really surprised to see that we're paying about 5 cents per click. And so I thought that there was something wrong. The Twitter analytics were showing that. But then when I went to double verify through bit.ly, I was in fact getting those clicks for about 5 cents or so. And I was looking at the engagement on the traffic coming in, and these people were staying for about a minute to about a minute and 30 seconds or so. So for me, paying 5 cents or so, that's a nice way to exponentially grow if you have a little cash.
Yeah, the fourth tip I have for you is to use SEMrush and Ahrefs in tandem. And here's what I mean. Go to semrush.com, put in a competitor URL. It'll show you not only their traffic, but their most popular pages and how many visitors each of those pages are getting. Then go to Ahrefs. You can then take those most popular pages, and then you can end up seeing how many backlinks they have. Now that you got a list of their most popular pages with the backlink count, look for the pages that get good traffic and don't have a lot of backlinks, and then go write better versions of those pieces of content on your website. So for example, if your competitor wrote an article like 10 ways to do advanced yoga poses as a beginner, you would write 101 ways to do advanced yoga poses as a beginner, right? So you're using Brian Dean's skyscraper technique in which you're making the content extremely better, leaps and bounds. And then you're using SEMrush to see what's popular for your competitors, and you're using Ahrefs to see what doesn't have a lot of backlinks. Because if something's popular and it didn't require a lot of backlinks, the chances are you can write a better version of that piece of content and outrank them really fast.
Yeah, and just to build on what Neil's saying too, you can use SEMrush or Ahrefs, or you can even go to Search Console for this tip that I have. But basically, you're looking for pages that that are ranking maybe number 5 to number 30 for certain keywords, or even just the pages itself. You can go to Search Console and look at them, and then look at the average positions for those pages, right? And then switch it over from page view to the query view to see the different queries that page is ranking for. And then all you need to do, go to that page and just add a few more of those keywords, litter of those keywords onto the page, and that's going to help you rank. It seems really simple and really dumb, but when you just take the time to do this, again, once every month or maybe once per quarter or so, you're able to get more traffic to that page. Again, you have the foundation. It's just about having, I don't know if it's a gatekeeper, not a gatekeeper. Maybe you need like a gardener. That's what you need. You need a gardener to manage this.
So number 6, what I would end up doing is you got your website. You're getting traffic, right? And you're just like, all right, how can I just grow through leaps and bounds without ideally having to do a lot of work? So one thing that I like to do that has increased my traffic drastically, and just to give you an idea, I went from roughly 200 and something thousand visitors of December 2016 to right now, which has been roughly a year, I'm at somewhere around like 1 million plus visitors. And what I ended up doing is I translated my content to other languages. I know this sounds crazy. It's simple, but English-speaking markets aren't the only ones with money. Look how much money there is in China. Look how much money Amazon is investing in countries like India. Latin America has a ton of cash as well. And it keeps going on, right? Did you know Salesforce makes most of their money in America? Their number 2 market is Japan. And in a lot of these regions, they don't speak English. So you can go to Upwork, find translators. They'll translate your content manually, because if you don't, you're probably going to get hit by a Panda penalty because the translation quality sucks if you just do it automatically. And by translating your content manually and putting it on your same domain, you'll start ranking really high. Make sure you use hreflang, HREFLANG. It's, you can Google it, and it tells Google and other search engines that, hey, here's the English version of the content and here's the Japanese version of the content, whatever languages you decide to go after. And when you're setting this up on your own site, make sure you use subdomains. So like if I was going after Brazil, I should be using br.neilpatel.com. Funny enough, I use subdomains, but I made that mistake. Don't make the same mistake as me. And when doing this, you'll notice that within like 3 to 6 months, your international content will do extremely well. It doesn't take that long. And just make sure that you're picking regions with good populations, like high population numbers, and high GDP. So when you combine both of them, the chances are you'll be able to monetize those regions. Sure, you won't make as much as you're making, let's say, in the United States, but there's no competition. And for that reason, you can be the dominant player and potentially see larger income than what you're getting from the United States because you won't be competing with 1,000 other businesses.
Great. So that's it for today. But before we go, we want to tell you about Supermetrics. Supermetrics is a really powerful analytics reporting tool. Hooks in with your Google Analytics, AdWords, Facebook. Really recommend that you check it out because it does things that other tools can't do. So just go to supermetrics.com/marketing school to learn more. And we will see you tomorrow.
This session of Marketing School has come to a close. Be sure to subscribe for more daily marketing strategies and tactics to help you find the success you've always dreamed of. And don't forget to rate and review so we can continue to bring you the best daily content possible. We'll see you in class tomorrow, right here on Marketing School.